Hi, this is TapCat. Welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 5 Brave New World as Babylon. Okay, we have a few things to do. First, let's pick our next research topic. Long-term or medium-term, I'm trying to get up here to plastics so we can build research labs. Doesn't mean we have to beeline the entire way. Actually, I'm pretty tempted to detour into here. I think what I want to do is go for electricity first. We will at least open up, a new resource in aluminum. And then maybe I'll go for steam power, but we'll see. And over here, let's see. I think I was going to try to go south, if I recall. We have quite a bit of territory down here that we have not yet uncovered. Yeah, but I remember now. I kind of hit a roadblock, so I was going to try to go around it. These guys have just so jammed the whole continent with troops. It's murder just trying to get around in there. Okay. Actually, that's a good reminder about railroad. I would like to do that. And I would like to build Neuschwanstein. I would very much like to do that, actually. So, Hanoi is our friend. They'll stay our friend for a little while. They don't have any other quests, and I don't have enough gold to just, fork over a bunch of money. Alright, fine. I don't think I need open borders with him anymore. I don't know. I may go ahead and do it just so I can finish scouting down here. It depends on how bad I want to fill that picture in, I guess. I'm not sure, that it's really all that important. It doesn't feel like it to me, to be honest. We're going to get at least part of it like this. Okay, well, I am officially out of things I can improve. You know what? I think I'm going to need to buy another tile. Man, 110 gold. Crap. Actually, let's do this. That's a tile that's actually more worth working. Alright, well, it's not south, but at least I opened up something. Okay, we had a trade deal with Venice. By the way, you notice Venice is landlocked. You almost never see that. And that's pretty bad news for him. That's probably going to hamstring him pretty badly. But yeah, see, he's got the second worst score after me. Now, score isn't everything. I fully expect to win this game, score or no. But usually for the AI, it's a little bit better barometer of how they're doing. So, alright, we get a new policy. I'm just going to keep pushing towards scientific revolution. So we're going to grab that, pick up a little extra gold. I'm supposed to be 32 turns away. I would definitely like to speed that up if I can. And let's come over here. And, I think I'm done over here. I don't really feel like there's a whole lot left worth doing. Let's see if we can pick our way south. I remember now, Yerevan was just absolutely jammed. And do they have a quest? No, they got nothing. I offered them protection, so we've picked up a little influence, but man, I want that coal. We traded for some, but I can't rely on keeping that. So a COD gets to build something, and I am pretty much thinking we should run a factory. I don't think I can support another guild here, so I'm going to do that. The other thing I could do is a zoo, potentially, but I'm going to do the factory. As I've said many, many times, improving your production is very key. You know, I'm building ironworks here in Babylon, and the factory in Akkad will help. I may start another one here in just a minute. Yeah, actually, everything we've got is about to come up, pretty much. I guess, you know, Babylon was the one farthest away. Not counting the one I just queued up this turn, in case you're wondering. Oh, that's weird. He was offering me open borders, so I assumed it had run out. Did I click the wrong button and accept instead of refuse? That would be silly. Alright, let me wait. I'll try to go south next turn. Let's build the mine. Yeah, so that reminds me, I'm glad I did not start building the stupid zoo because, you know, I had this lined up already. I just wasn't thinking. So it's going to take a little longer to build a factory over here. But, you know, in all honesty, I don't feel like there's anything on this list that I'm so desperate for that it can't wait until I do build the factory. And then I think, as much as I don't like going really low in my gold, I'm going to upgrade this unit, because one of my biggest concerns right now is that my military score is pretty weak. And because Bismarck has kind of been crowding in all around me, I want, you know, stronger units to defend myself if I must, but also, at least as important, increasing the strength of my military helps discourage him from attacking me in the first place. In some ways, if he, oh brother, if you pledge to protect them, they'll reward you. Well, I could have used that about 5 turns ago. Yeah, if he attacks me, I feel like I've already lost. Because then I have to shift a bunch of production into protecting myself, and he's going to pillage a bunch of tiles, including probably some of my academies. So, yeah, hopefully, you know, that won't happen. Oh, right. I don't have open borders. I forgot. Missionaries aren't affected by the borders. In that way, you can go through, but you suffer attrition. So now he will not be as effective. My strength used to be 1,000. Now it's only 750. So I knew that. I just wasn't processing it in that moment. So that was a bit of a miss. One thing I don't like about building all these factories, in fact, I think what I'm going to do, since I'm just finishing ironworks in Babylon, I think instead of building a factory there immediately, I am going to build something like a Gatling gun, because I don't think that just upgrading a couple of crossbows into Gatling guns is going to get me where I need to be ultimately. Babylon's up to 21. That's pretty cool. And, you know, I'm pretty sure, let's see. Yeah, see, I'm only 10 turns away from growing again, too. I'm actually going to put this on the high food tile. Shave a couple more turns off. I really want to pile that on. And this would be quite a detour. I'm going to take steam power because I need that for both railroad and plastics. Arguably, I should go into radio because entering the modern era would help speed up all the technologies I research from that point forward. Okay, so we finished our harbor. I don't need a Coliseum because I'm about to get 4 more happiness. I'm really tempted to go for the observatory. I'm really tempted to go for the opera house. I'm also tempted to go for Walls of Babylon just in case anything happened over here. In case anybody started getting funny. Yeah, you know what else? I think my growth is slowing down enough that rather than taking the hammer from unemployed workers, I'm going to put some of those guys to use. Okay, well listen, I need to make a pick here. You know, it is possible I could just go for a stupid musician's guild, actually. I think I will. 10 turns is a long time, but I have guys kind of to spare. Oh, I just noticed. So we do have aluminum and there's already a mine. So that's pretty awesome. Okay. Okay. And I got my great scientist here. So we'll have an academy in just a second. That'll get me up over 500. That means an observatory becomes more of a priority over here. That was 11 turns. I'm going to stay the course on my build order, but I'm not sure it's the right thing to do, to be perfectly honest. I wonder if I could find some way to get enough gold to buy a factory in this city, because boy, if I have a city that would more need to buy instead of build, that's the one. How much would it cost me to buy the fox, or excuse me, the furs? 90. I'm tempted to do it, but I don't truly need the happiness. So instead, I think I'll just come and build the stupid mine over here. Alright. Yep. We broke 500. That's a good thing. Oh. You know, I'll see if I can get open borders with Lisbon. I won't renew it. I'll only do it once. Oh, she wants something. I don't want to give you iron. There we go. What's this about? Oh, right. So that helped me pick up a little gold as well because of the city connection that finishing that harbor gave me over here. I will say yes because I'm not done exploring that continent. Oh boy, she's got tourism. And Lisbon is next most, so I got to be careful with open borders with these guys. If I have to renew to explore, I guess what I'll need to do is pay them enough that I can just take open borders from them and not, you know, give it for me. I think this is what I want. I can't... Yeah, there's like nothing with food that I'm not already working that I can see. Okay, so Babylon, we finished ironworks. There's a couple ways we could go. I need to figure out when we're going to build Oxford. There's also the Grand Temple. What did I say? I said I was going to build something like a Gatling gun. And I do already have a barracks, so I could totally do that. I can't build another trade route, or I would be... That would probably be my #1 pick. A market would also be really good, and it's only 3 turns. But let's do what I said. Let's build another Gatling gun, because I'm pretty sure if I look at demographics, yeah, I'm number 8. I'm a little more than a third of the average. Which, yeah, I've been lower than that, but it's not particularly good. Let's just leave it at that. A great writer has been born in the city of Babylon. I'm not going to waste any time. We're going to create a great work.
To the ears of one possessed by the god of...
So, we went up another 2 points on our culture per turn. And, oh, wow. So we just got a gifted Gatling gun. That's amazing. I'm going to go ahead and make it for rough terrain, I guess. Probably should have gone for open. That was probably a mistake. And then, yeah, I'll come down here. We will build a mine. Now, I rigged elections in Lhasa, so we maintain our status as their ally. I'm pretty happy about that for obvious reasons. And I also rigged elections in Yerevan, but I'm not even friends with them. Yeah, that's not very good. Yeah, I really need them to do some kind of quest, or I need to give them a bucket of money. Or we're just not going to get enough traction. I could do a coup. Oh, I literally would have a 0% chance. Okay. Germany has adopted order. That's very good news for me. And let me do this. I'm immediately going to do open borders with him. Because I want to go into order, and the fact that he's already in, that's great, because that's going to help give me a good relationship with him. And it also means that the more cultural influence he has on me, the less I will have dissidence or discontent from the influence of other ideologies. So that's pretty much the best case scenario, especially now that we can build factories. And that's really going to amp up my science output. And I'm not going to say it guarantees me a win. That would be a little ridiculous. But it helps my chances. For sure. I need to decide, I actually need to use my stupid missionary, and I'm not honestly sure where to do that. Should I cut? Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll cut across the water and go over here somewhere. Oh, brother. Yeah, I didn't realize that I had him waiting. Bismarck is plotting against me. I hope not. Yes, I will do a research agreement. And I will gladly keep selling my silver. Okay. Whoop. All right, my copper is done, so we're up to 7 happiness. And I think I'm kind of done here for a little bit. I guess I'm going to leave him here. You know, Harold could always come after us. He's our neighbor as well. They want spices. Can I realistically do anything about Hanoi? They want me to pledge to protect. Okay. I mean, that was easy. So now we're at 51. So I'll probably get a couple of more units out of them. Honestly, that's pretty cool. And I got We Love the King Day from getting copper. Yeah, so I'm not going to stop making this. I'll leave that as is. But what that means is I'm not going to build any more units. You know, as it is, I'm kind of getting a 2-for-1 deal on Gatling guns. That will significantly increase my rating. And it will make other civilizations a little slower to attack me. And I'm not doing anything to provoke either. Great artist. Sweet. I'm going to go ahead and create a great work. I don't need a golden age. We just picked up another couple of culture per turn. So, let's see. New tile. Actually, that's good news. I can build a mine there. And let's see. I think what we're going to do... Well, I need to think about this. I need both of those. Now, I know everyone would tell me to go into radio so I could build Eiffel Tower. Honestly, I don't really need the Eiffel Tower. If I were going to do anything, I would actually try to build Cristo Redentor. So, my production sucks so bad that I just cannot spend the production on something like the Eiffel Tower that I really don't even have that much of a use for. Okay. Okay. I need to keep running food up there or they'll starve, literally. And I don't think there's much to do with this guy except pretty much just put him to sleep. And then when we open up another tile, you know, we'll do something there. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to deal with that encampment. I'm really sorry for the people of that city-state that have to live with that. And I just realized we're running long on this installment. So that is all for now. Thank you for watching. I hope we see you next time.